No, not at all. Means we can't win the series. So I would have liked to have played a 50-over game. I think it would have been a fantastic game. We managed to scratch out 220, which was about par, I think, especially the way we started on that wicket, losing a couple of wickets early. And Mitchell Starke deserves a lot of credit for that, but I think there was enough in the wicket with a new ball. If we bowled in the right areas, I thought it was going to be hard to chase those runs.
Michael, you've played a lot of cricket here, obviously. Are you surprised the SCG couldn't handle more than about an hour's drizzle? Or was it surprised that it was unplayable after that?
I think this ground is known for its drainage. I think I've played a number of games here where it's held a lot more water than that, and we've managed to get back on and play games of cricket. So I think the hardest thing was the water didn't really sink in; it sat on top. Because obviously there was no sun around or no wind, we couldn't get rid of the surface water. So yeah, look, I think Sri Lanka definitely would have loved to have gotten back on there. As the game got shorter, with 10 wickets in hand, it was probably going to suit them a lot more. But we certainly wanted to play as well, like I say, to give ourselves a chance of winning the series. I'd rather see us lose the game than not get a result at all. So as long as we're having a crack at winning. So now we go to Hobart with a lot to play for again, but unfortunately we can't win the series. We can only level it.
Michael, these last 3 games, do you think you've learned a little bit about your batting, given that you've had sort of 3 wickets with a bit in it and the 2 new balls, and just looking at guys' techniques and those circumstances?
I think individually we have, yeah. I think we need to, you need to be able to perform not just on good wickets but on tough wickets as well. So I think there's areas of our game that all of us need to improve, especially when there's a bit of movement. I think the last 3 wickets have probably swung and seamed as much as I've seen in limited overs cricket, but that's not an excuse for poor performance. We need to find a way to, a top 4 needs to find a way to set a platform to build a good total. So, I think 250 on that wicket would have been a fantastic score. 220 was about par, and like I say, I think if we bowled in the right areas, we would have had a really good chance of winning that game.
There was one player who looked like he was setting up platform table and it got to a bit of an unfortunate decision. What would you make of first the decision and I suppose the DRS not being able to check it if you only have one or 2 reviews?
Yeah, look, that's what we got. It's the same for both teams, so that's what we're using in one-day cricket at the moment. I think Davey hit his big inside edge, and I think Moses got an inside edge on his as well. So 2 big decisions, I guess. But in saying that, there's been plenty of times in my career I've seen it go our way as well. So that's just part of our game. You just got to get on with it. Somebody else has got to step up and perform, make some runs. I thought Davey played really well. Nice to see him make some more runs for us, and I thought Mitchell Starke with the bat was outstanding as well.
Michael, would you like to see the third umpire on such blatant decisions? Is that coming over the top and sort of say, hey guys, he smashed the cover off that?
It's a tough one, Mal, because then you're waiting on every decision. You're waiting for the third umpire. I think as long as it's fair for both teams. And what we're trying to do is be as consistent as we can, I guess, as players, as umpires. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We all get things wrong. As a batter, I don't want to get a duck, and that seems to happen a fair bit as well. So, the decisions like that happen in our game. And like I say, through my career, I've seen just as many go for us as they have against us. So they even themselves out.
I was going to say, we saw both sides sort of, use their first innings referral quite early in the innings. Is it a little bit of a philosophy change in a 50-over game when you've only got the one?
I don't think so. I don't think we worry too much about the referrals, whether it be Test cricket or one-day cricket, to be honest. I think if you feel like, you or your partner feels like there's a fair bit of doubt in the decision, then have a crack at referring it. But I say to all the players, if you feel it, go with it. If you get it wrong, so be it. I got it wrong today. If I don't refer mine, then Davey can use it and gets given not out, and Moses can use it and gets given not out as well. So, there's no perfect case scenario, in my opinion, in regards to how you use the referral. It's like I say, if you and your partner at the time feel like there's doubt, then then go for it.
And apart from the difficulties you had with the batting, was it nice in a way to have an unchanged team, Brisbane here, and after all that's happened?
It'd be nice if we're winning games of cricket. That's all I care about. I don't care what 11 takes the field. I don't care who gets 10 wickets. I don't care who makes the runs. I want the Australian team to continue to have success in all forms of the game. I want to see us winning. I want to see us playing better one-day cricket than what we're playing at the moment.
Mahela sort of said he felt there was a lack of consistency in policy. Like he said in Sri Lanka, a few months ago, played New Zealand in far wetter conditions than that. I just thought that there was a lack of consistency about the way the whole thing was interpreted. Have you played in wetter or worse conditions than that?
Not that I can remember. It was. Oh, look, don't get me wrong. I think the umpires, the crowd for sure, and both teams wanted to play, but I think the reality was the umpires didn't think the ground was fit to play, and we have to respect that decision. I think there's probably a line, especially when you got such a good crowd. The people of Sydney come out to watch the game, and you want to be able to get back on the field for them, but the umpires also have to make sure nobody's getting injured. The ground's fit enough to play a fair game on, and nobody gets injured. So I can understand both sides, and yeah, I can certainly understand why Mahela really wanted to get back out there and play. Like I say, they had 10 wickets in hand. The runs were coming down every over lost in the game. It, I guess, went more into Sri Lanka's favour. But in saying that, we wanted to play as well because, like I say, our goal is to win every game we play and to try and win this series. And now we can't do that.